What's up, YouTube? This is Steel Pants coming to you live from the Shadow Realm. Today I have a deck profile I want to put together here, a 2013 BlackWing deck. I've had this deck now for a few months, and I really enjoy using it. It's won me a fair amount of duels. To tell you the truth, it really puts a kink in a lot of people's deck plans there. I mean, the point of this deck is to basically stop what I like to call the build-up. Basically like Dragon Rulers, getting ready to summon Draco Sack or Gladiators or Mermills, anything like that that starts to have a building process. This deck essentially shuts it down. It is very trap heavy, which I do like. And it does. It puts a kink in a lot of people's plans. But anyways, I'm going to show you my deck profile. We're going to start out with, we have right here 3 BlackWing Shuras. This card itself here is probably the beater of the deck. It's 18 hitter, and when he attacks and destroys a monster, you can special summon one dark BlackWing card from your deck that has less than 1500 attack. Thing is, though, its effects are negated, so I like to use him though for like tuners. I like to get maybe Gale out or get Blizzard out with his effects so that he can be synchro. So play 3 of those. Next up, 3 Clues. This deck, or this card has won me multiple duels. I mean, not many people expect this card to come from the hand. Just when you attack or are being attacked, you can just throw it to the graveyard, and your monster gains 1400 attack. So I mean, it really is useful, especially making it makes Shura 18 plus 14. I mean, that's a huge hitter. It's destroyed a lot of my opponent's monsters, so that definitely is a must for the deck. I play 3 Blizzards, mainly because I like the tuner. Its effect is, I mean, really, as soon as this thing hits the field, you can special summon 1 level 4 lower BlackWing monster from your graveyard in defense position. So if you have a Shura in the graveyard, it goes to defense position, instantly synchro. This deck is it's built all around to counter any kind of problems you might run into when you face other people's decks. So Blizzard's a must-have. I run 3 Boars. Bora. These cards, they really annoy a lot of my opponents, a lot of my friends that I duel, because they drill right through the defense. So if they lay a defensive position monster, I mean, he can, when he attacks a face down defense position monster, he actually, the difference in battle damage becomes the life point. So when he's on the field, you're not even safe in defense mode. So definitely run 3 of those. I run 1 Vayu. I haven't actually dueled with him yet. I actually just put him in there the other day, and he basically deals with the graveyard with synchros. So I'm going to test him out a little bit. I know everyone says you should run him at least, but I'm going to test him out a little bit. I just didn't have a chance to really have a chance to play him yet, but he's a good tuner. I do play 1 Sirocco. Pretty much when he hits the field, and you have Black Whirlwind on the field, you can pretty much search any kind of BlackWing out of your deck. So if your opponent controls a monster and you don't, he can basically be summoned without having to sacrifice. So, and his effect is really overall good. So I like to keep at least 1 of those in the deck. It's a 20 beater. Now this one, mixed emotions about. I have him in there because he looks pretty. What can I say? He really does. The Elfin, he, well, he's just there. I want to try him out more again. Him and Vayu, I just put in the deck recently. I might take him out. I'm not sure. Again, I'm playing around with this build here. But again, it's won me a lot of duels. It really has. And against, all sorts of different decks. But I have yet to test it out with this, so I'm going to try him out. We'll see how he goes. Again, folks, this is my first deck profile, so don't beat me up too bad. This magnificent thing here is Necroface, and as my friends like to call him, Cancer Baby. So don't be freaked out by the background there. Then I play BlackWing Zephyros, the Elite. He's really good to have in the deck to basically toss to the graveyard and special summon him. I use the effect every once in a while. He's good to have in the deck, so I just keep him there just in case. You never know. BlackWing Gale, probably my favorite BlackWing card of them all. This card can half attacks. It can be special summoned by having another BlackWing on the field. So I mean, really, it's an all-around good card. It's a 3-star tuner. Unfortunately, they are limited to 1, so I have to stick with just having 1. But he's won a lot of duels for me. I mean, if you have a Sure on the field and you use Clue and you have someone's attack, I mean, it could take down the highest attack power in this game pretty much. I mean, it's huge. So I like to run him. Dark Arm. This guy is useful for probably the first 3-4 turns. After that, he can't really be special summoned. I mean, the card states here, this monster can only be special summoned by having exactly 3 dark monsters in the graveyard. So if you have just 1 more, it's not really exactly 3, therefore you cannot special summon him. So he is good to get out in the first couple of turns. I have used him, and he has won me duels, so I always keep him in there. But yeah, Dark Arm, definitely a good card for this deck. And that does it for all of the monster cards. Again, I have a good amount of there. Next we play the main staple of this deck, Black Whirlwind. When they decided to make this 3, that was what brought back this deck. So definitely have to play 3 Black Whirlwind to go with all your monsters that you have. Again, it does wonders. You'll have your whole hand full of BlackWings. Big staple, Dark Hole, Pot of Duality. Some people say be careful with this because it can stop special summons by you. But if you need it for a quick thing, it's good to have. Allure Darkness. People get bit by that a lot. I don't use it unless I have a dark monster in my hand, or unless I have no cards in my hand, therefore I have nothing to lose. But Allure Darkness is good for the deck. 3 MSTs. Again, this is what I said, that this deck puts a kink in a lot of your opponent's plans. So you just want to make sure that you have enough of these to stop it, because nowadays plays are back row heavy with traps. So, and 1 Book of Moon to stop someone's basically unrelentless force that they're about to unleash on you or something. Who knows? All right, that's all the magics. On to traps. The heavily loaded traps. 3 Icarus attacks. This card is probably the most broken card in this deck. You have so many BlackWings. You tribute 1 BlackWing, you destroy 2 cards on the field. Essentially, if you have 2 of these and you have like a field load of BlackWings, you can clear out your opponent's field just like that and basically leave them wide open to an attack. It really, really is a nice card to have in the deck. Tribute 1 Wing Beast monster, and you can do that. Delta Crow. I actually pulled that out of a pack, and that's awesome. If you have 3 or more BlackWings on the field, you can activate this trap card from your hand. Basically destroys your entire opponent's back row. It's like a Harpy's Feather Duster. And if you just have 1 BlackWing, you have to treat it as a trap card. You can activate it on their turn. But if you have 3 on the field, then you can activate it from your hand. Really good card to clear out that back row. And again, that does stop your opponent's plans they have. Solemn Warning. 1 Solemn Warning to stop summons, what have you. 2 mirror forces. I run 2 of these because nowadays a lot of people are really attack heavy, and this right here, it just throws them for a loop, especially when you have 2 of them. So, Torrential Tribute, you gotta have one of those to stop when they're special summon everywhere. Compulsory. That card itself is awesome. Just send them right back to the hand as soon as they hit the field. 1 Bottomless, stop those special summons. 2 Fiendish Chains. This card here negates the effect of a monster, stops them from attacking. This card has won me a lot of duels as well, because nowadays everything is really effect heavy. So this card really does a great number to stop those effects, and it kind of just puts a halt on your opponent. Your opponent stops and has to think about what he's going to do next, and basically he has no more plays. You've got him kind of like in a bind. So that card does that for him. 2 Threatening Roars. This is kind of a staple of the deck. It's always good to have 2 Threatening Roars. And this is my personal choice here. Magic Cylinders. This card has also won me many duels. It's a very underrated card. I mean, if you get attacked by a higher attack, it goes right back to your opponent. So, to be honest with you, I've won a lot of duels, especially near the end when the opponent has like 2,000 life points or 3,000 life points left, and you've been battling for a while, and this is what's left. I mean, that can just end the duel right there. So, that's the deck. I believe that's 40 cards. It's a 40-card deck, unless I miscounted. Onto the side deck here. It's not fully complete. I am missing 1 BlackWing Armored Master. I don't have one of those. I got a BlackWing Silverwind. I don't use him too much, but he's in the deck just in case. I don't use him either very much, but he's there, the BlackWing Dragon. He's in there for things. The big hitters that I use a lot are these guys right here. I did get another one. I have 3 of them, but I only have 2 at the moment. But I do run those. Those have, again, won me a lot of duels. When they battle a defense position monster, they lose 500, or they gain 500 attack, and the difference between the defense becomes life point damage to your opponent. Dark End Dragon, he's good to have. Catastor, definitely like to use him on a lot of duels. And Red Dragon Archfiend, another staple and a synchro deck to have. Again, I don't really use them too much, but that's what it is. Anyway, so that is my BlackWing deck profile. Again, this is Steel Pants here. I will have many more deck profiles to show you. This is one of my first videos. I've made another one the other day about opening the packs, so check that out. The Duelist Kaiba Yugi packs. Got a lot of great pulls there, believe it or not. But again, like, subscribe. We could definitely use the support. Me and Spade. Again, these videos, we're trying to keep them as short as possible. We're new to this whole YouTube thing. Can't stress that enough. So if I sound like an idiot sometimes, just ignore it. I'm getting used to the whole YouTube concept. But again, if you have any advice for us or any thoughts or anything, just let us know. I definitely appreciate it. Again, this is Steel Pants from the Shadow Realm, signing out.